Zombie, 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 zombie. Oh my god, oh my god. They're after me. They're after my rankings. Help me. We're running. Oh, sprint. Sprint. What's that? Wait, what's that? Whoa. Ooh. Let's see what this. Whoa, is that Bad Boy Halo? Carpet? Techno? Is that Technoblade? Whoa, that's cool. Skeppy? Sapnap? Whoa, George? Dream? Wow, this is a cool room. Okay, there's some beds, a nice couch. Whoa, is that my print? That's cool. Ooh, what's that? It's the rankings. Whoa. Whoa. That's cool. Whoa, it has the list. You know what that means. Let's do the Marvel rankings right now. My opinion. You don't have to like it, but whatever. Let's do this right now. Okay. Oh, we have to sit. Let's sit on this lovely couch. Okay, let's see. Coming in at number 23 is Thor. The first Thor movie. Wow. So, the reason why Thor is at number 23 for me personally is because it was boring. It was just boring. It was, I think, the boringest of the Marvel movies, personally. Again, and before I move on any further, I didn't really like the Thor movie at all. I'm sorry, people who are a big fan of Thor, or should I say, sorry, Ashley. But plus the soundtrack again was not that good. The soundtrack was not that good. Guys, okay, so Thor, boring. Check. Number 22 is Thor: Dark World. Wow, shocker. I know a lot of people don't really like this movie either. So yeah, so I don't really have to explain much. You've probably seen a lot of other YouTubers Marvel rankings, and Thor: The Dark World's always on the bottom. Yeah, so Thor: Dark World plus the reason the soundtrack not the best either. It's just man, the only part that I really liked was the ending part. The middle and beginning were not that good. Not that good. Not gonna lie. Okay. I don't really have that much to say about Thor: Dark World. It was just a meh. It's meh. Meh. Okay. Now the next one is the 21st out of the 23 movies, of course, is Iron Man 2. Whoa, okay. The only really good part that I really liked about Iron Man 2 was him in the donut, eating donuts. It's such an iconic moment. The rest, it kind of slipped my head. Sorry. Yeah, so I really liked it. Again, all these movies are good. It was really hard to place them. And yeah, this is Iron Man 2. It's just another meh movie. I think the storyline was a little bit boring too. Not that good at the I really only like the donut part. The donut part was really good. Really good. Soundtrack, and probably the worst one. Yeah, this is not that. Soundtrack not the best either. Yeah, so that's number 21. Number 20. Captain Marvel. Oh, Captain Marvel! I was so excited. I watched this in Mexico. So I had this really weird popcorn with it. It was I don't know what the popcorn was called. I don't know, but yes, it was a little disappointing. Yes, as my teacher, Miss Messenger from 7th grade, she was like, remember, she's also a big Marvel fan. Shout out to her. I remember when she just saw it and she's like, oh my god, Captain Marvel, she's walking like this. Which I was like, yes, she did walk really weird. I felt that was funny. So I think it wasn't Nick Fury, it wasn't Goose. I think it was a little bit of the actress for Captain Marvel. She's a great person, yes, but I think she didn't really know what she was. I don't know. It was just something about her was like, okay. She didn't really have that much character development to me personally, and I just Nick Fury and Goose were were so much better than her, and I was the first like female movie. Woo! But yeah, it disappointed a lot of people, and it kind of disappointed me. Hulk. Whoa, why is he not lower, Emma? Tell us why. Yes, I might be a little bit biased because Hulk is my favorite character. Wow! Okay, so the real reason why Hulk is this high is because the movie was not that bad, people. It was not that bad. I think they're a little bit exaggerated. A little bit exaggerating on how bad it really. Yes, there were some bad parts. I think the romance. No. I did not like the romance part of that movie. Hulk is such a complicated character, you have to give them a little bit of slack. Such a hard character to perfect because he's awesome. The video why Hulk is strongest one there is. Thor fans. Okay, yes, I'm biased. I told you that I'm biased. Yeah, plus the soundtrack. Listen to it. Listen to the soundtrack because the soundtrack is what made me made me put it this high. The soundtrack was amazing. Like it gave me my heart started racing. Listening, it was just like the tension, it was just yes, it was like Technoblade and Dream winning the MCC. It was like that tense. Yes, the music is tense, but it's so good and I love it. Okay, so number 18 is Iron Man 3. Wow. Yeah, this is the part where it gets like, I don't know where to put everyone. I don't know. But the reason why I put Iron Man 3 is, okay, then, soundtrack, not the greatest, but the movie I thought was really cool. Plus, it had Hulk at the end. That's why. Wow. Okay. War Machine. Oh my god, War Machine was amazing in that movie. We all gotta praise War Machine. Woo. I did it again. Okay, whatever. Moving on. Yeah, that's really, I don't really have a lot to say. I've just seen the movie. You should trust me. Listen to the soundtrack. Listen to all these soundtracks. Okay. Then number 17 is Captain America, the first Avenger. Now this one was, I think, one of the hardest ones to put because I was just like, it was good, but was it good enough to get higher? That's how I like kind of like, is it good enough? It was, but it was just like meh. It was just like, oh, that's a good movie. That's all I felt like. It was just good. I was just satisfied with it. I wasn't like, you know. I love my favorite. I think my favorite part was the Steve and Bucky relationship. I thought that was amazing, well orchestrated, and of course the soundtrack of that is really amazing too. Peggy Carter. Yeah, I mean, she's good. She's good. I like her. She's a good person. Um, Red Skull. Oh my god, Red Skull. That's a good villain. Okay. Yeah, that's really, yeah, I'm just praising all these movies. I'm not telling what is bad, what is good. Because they're not bad. They're just, one, some are just have that little bit more spice than the others. Okay. Coming in at number 10 is Iron Man. Now, this is the movie that started the whole franchise. This movie was spectacular, amazing, incredible, whatever you want to call it. Mighty, even if you need to. That it was so good. The beginning set off like a wave of emotions. Like, yes, this is the movie we've all been waiting for. I really liked how the villain and Tony interact. I just loved it. Of course, I think I put it this kind of lower than the other ones is because I was not a big fan of the War Machine in that movie. I think that's really the real reason. Plus, the soundtrack is amazing. I think that's the whole reason I wasn't the biggest fan of War Machine in this movie. Yeah, I think that's number 15. Ooh, getting closer to number the 10, top 10 is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Now this is the hardest placement because I love Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Really put it is because the first half was not as good as the last, like the last half. The last half amazing. I love Yondu's funeral. I think that was like very good. That was the Yondu's funeral and him saying Mary Poppins made me cry. Made me cry. And then baby Groot was so cute. So I love that. That was okay. Boring, but it was like the ending was like, yeah, that's the Guardians. That's the Guardians. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. That is how Star-Lord solves his daddy issues. Okay, so number 14, another really hard placement because I almost cried at the end of this movie because it was just like I was just satisfied. It was just very satisfying to watch a movie after Infinity War, and it was good. It was a good, like, satisfying movie after Infinity War because you're like crying and sad, and then you see this movie and you're like, yes, yes. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Oh my god, the Wasp in this movie, incredible. Yeah, so that I put it on my 14, but again, incredible movie. The soundtrack, beautiful. Watch it, listen to it, whatever. And it's really good. I like Hank. Pym is really amazing too. And just how the connections between Hank Pym's wife and Scott. Ooh, that was very interesting to learn about. And the pin particles, basically everything. And I really like Hope's and Scott's relationship. It was very, very, very good. Very good. Very good. So Paul Rudd being tiny like that, that's good. You want some snacks? I think that's not what he said. Okay, moving on. Is Captain America the Winter Soldier. Oh my god. I praise this movie on its such good levels. I think the only reason why I put it a little bit lower is because the soundtrack, it's not good. It's not as good as the others, but I think I watched it when I was a little bit younger than, like, I watched this was like the second movie I watched out of the Marvel Cinematic, so I vaguely remembered, and during quarantine, of course, I watched it, and it was, wow, I can't believe I forgot about that movie. And Black Widow, amazing in that too. I think it's just, I think they should have focused a little bit more on Sam, on the Falcon. I think that's my real. I think a little bit more focus on Sam, the Falcon, because he was also introduced in this movie. I feel a little. It would have been nice to get to know a little bit more about Sam Wilson, man. But that's okay. I understand. It's really hard to. These movies are really. I don't think people understand how hard these movies are to make. You have to put a lot of thought and care into them, and the music, everything has. all movies, but action movies really hard too, because all the stunts, all the action, all the dynamic, and it's just really hard. And I think they did a great job on Winter Soldier. Now, next up on 12, we have Spider-Man: Far From Home. Again, great movie, great movie. I know a lot of people are gonna get mad when I say this, but I didn't really. The relationship between MJ and Peter is off. It's just a little off. I feel I feel like it's a big red flag when she said, "Oh, I like it broken," because no, that's the only problem I really have. Is just, I don't say she's like. I don't think MJ's bad or anything. I just see like they could have done a little bit of a better job with the romantic. Plus, I think they might have done a little bit too much of the romantic, because Peter. I think they should have focused on Peter's like loss for Tony and try to get over that instead of like, oh, I want to date this girl that I didn't really like before. They didn't put into context like really why he wanted MJ. This, I think, yeah, I feel they should have done that a little bit better. Okay, and other than that, Mysterio, amazing. Other than that, I think that's really why I put it at number. Plus, I'm not the biggest person with romantic movies, so that kind of like, yeah, okay. I think that's all I have to say. Good movie though. Okay, number 11. This is probably going to be the most controversial one. But I put number 11 Black Panther. Now, the only reason why I put it at Black Panther is number 11. I actually do have some things. Great movie. Of course, I put it high because it did win an Oscar. It was a good movie overall. The only that white dude in it, they put too much of him in it. To be honest, that's my real reason why we're trying to focus on Black Panther. Yes, we did see him in another movie before that, but I feel like they needed to focus more on the Black Panther. You don't need a white guy trying to save Wakanda with him. Another Wakanda warrior probably would have done a great job at it too. I feel like they didn't really need to focus on the romantic relationships that much. I feel like they should have focused more on Shuri and Okea, not the other girl. I mean, the other girl's good too. I feel like they really should have focused more with Black Panther, Shuri, and Okea. That's just my opinion. It was a good movie overall. It was very emotional. Plus, I also think the villain is a little bit overrated. I mean, yeah, he's a good villain. It's just he's a little bit overrated, and that kind of made me like, oh, a little bit overrated. But other than that, it was a great movie. I love Black Panther. The soundtrack is amazing. It is really good. The soundtrack is amazing. It deserved the win for the Oscar. The soundtrack is actually amazing. I listened to it and it's amazing. That soundtrack, oh my god, that's amazing how all the instruments fit together, even though you wouldn't think they might have not fit together. Amazing. Okay, now starting top 10. Now, top 10. Ant-Man. I feel this is such an underrated movie. Ant-Man is, to me, a very underrated movie, and here's why. It's good. The soundtrack's good. The characters are good. It focuses on the right people. There's great dynamics between the characters as well, and I feel like the music settles so well with every scene, with every tiny little ant. So hard. It must have been so hard to get every little tiny ant. Little tiny ants. I love little tiny ants too. So Ant-Man, such a good movie. I love Ant-Man. One of my favorite. I really like Ant-Man. And plus, the Ant-Man soundtrack is amazing. Bum bum ba da da dum. Just listen to it, and you will thank me later. Yeah, it's Ant-Man. It's just so, it was so, I think, and plus the Sam Falcon and the Ant-Man fight, I really liked that part. I really liked that part a lot. That was a really good part of the movie. Now, okay. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Okay. Number 9. Ooh, I love this movie. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, yes. Doctor Strange, number 9. Amazing. There's not enough words to put in how magical this movie is. The soundtrack fits the character so well. I don't know. Oh my god, like the scenes are beautiful, and the colors in it too. With him with him fighting too. It's just with those green, the I like one too a lot, and the ancient one. Wow, truly ancient wisdom she gives. It's a good movie. This is I've watched his great character and great character development through his accident. That's good movie. Good movie. Listen to the soundtrack. Amazing. Michael number 8. Oh, everyone's gonna be so strong. Spider-Man Homecoming. My friends are probably gonna be shocked. Why did you put Spider-Man Homecoming this high? Here's the reason. Soundtrack, amazing. Character, amazing. I learned to like him. Yes, I did. Deal with it. People that thought I did not like him. But now I do. Yes, I did not like Spider-Man at one point. Shame on me. Shame on me. Shame on me. But now I really like him. His third favorite character now. Spider-Man, such a relatable, the most relatable out of the entire cinematic universe. Such a relatable character. Has his problems in school, and the Tony interaction with him. Oh, so good. The Tony interactions with Peter is just amazing. Like, you wouldn't think them two could, like, get along so well, care for each other so much, but they didn't. They didn't. I really like the part where they argue. I think that's such great character development, and I really like Ned is amazing. I love Ned. Ned is very good, and he's very funny. You want to build Lego Seth Wars, then drops it after such hard work after he figures out his friend is Spider-Man. I would do that too, though, so you can't blame him. Yeah, so Spider-Man Homecoming. I've watched this twice, once in science class, actually. Tom Holland does a great job. My favorite actor as Spider-Man is Tom Holland. I didn't really see the other Spider-Man movies, but I like seeing the anime movies, and just like it doesn't match up to Tom Holland's acting experiences. So, okay. Okay, number 7 is Avengers Age of Ultron. Wow, okay, this is gonna be really hard to explain why I put this at number 6. Age of Ultron, good soundtrack, good movie, but it was missing the one element. Yeah, it was some part been a little bit sped up. That's just my opinion, of course. A lot of people think this is the worst Avengers movie, and it's not. I wouldn't say it's the worst. I just think it's not as good as the other 3. It's just not as good. It's not. It doesn't have that pizzazz. Yeah. I think this might have. I don't know. Yeah, I think one of the reasons is Quicksilver's death was like so sudden. I think like you wouldn't expect Quicksilver to die, but then he died in like a way you kind of didn't want him to die. I feel like he would have died in a greater. I feel like he would have died for a really better reason. Sorry, Hawkeye. No, he could have saved Hawk. It's just more drastic. I think would have been good for like good death, but I feel bad for Quicksilver. He was a good character. Sad for Wanda. Oh, poor Wanda. Oh my gosh, she's been through so much. And what does she get? Age of Ultron, good movie overall. Great, everything was so good about it, but of course, it was lacking some other things at least. politics. Now, Civil War. Oh my God! I remember having a discussion argument like, which team are you gonna be on, Iron Man or Cap? And I was like, oh my God, Cap, amazing, amazing. But like after a little while, you're like, maybe Iron Man was right. I mean, at first I was like, Cap, 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 and now I'm like, can I just choose both, man? Can I just choose both? Is there like an option for both? I like both sides a lot. I felt bad when Tony died. I felt bad with Cap. Just let me choose both. I'm gonna watch it this afternoon too, so I'm like, ah! Oh God, so sad. So many emotions. The first appearance of Spider-Man 2, and that was good too. I like how they introduced the new characters that came in this movie. And I like how they introduced Scott Lang. It was so good. And I like how Captain America came in that little car. Oh yes, this was amazing. And orange slices. That scene, battle scene, was truly amazing. That's the best part of that movie was the battle scene. And I think everyone can agree with me. The battle scene was great with the music. The music, wow, the music's good too. Okay. Now, on to the top 5. Starting off with the space of it. No, just kidding. Guardians of the Galaxy! Oh my God, Guardians of the Galaxy. Wow, this movie started my, after seeing it again, I was like, this is why I'm a Marvel fan. Guardians of the Galaxy, I love Rocket and Star-Lord. Rocket and Star-Lord are my favorite Guardians of the Galaxy characters. They're just so amazing. So truly amazing. Gamora, all the characters. And the movie, the soundtrack, oh my God, one of my favorite soundtracks is Guardians of the Galaxy. It's so good, so good. Everyone loves Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, a lot better than they probably did back then. Guardians of the Galaxy, a lot of controversy on that, I think, for some reason, but Guardians of the Galaxy, amazing movie. There's a reason why it's in the top 5. Beautiful movie. The dance-off battle is amazing, orchestrated, and, it's everything. All the characters, dynamics, and developments, amazing. It's just a good movie. Number 4. What will it be? Is it that movie? Is it that movie? Is that... it's the first Avengers. I felt really bad putting this because I love that movie. The first Marvel movie I saw as a kid, and oh my God, such a beautiful movie. Music, oh, such iconic music. Oh, such iconic music. Watch it. Listen to the music. Oh my God, you guys are missing out if you're not listening to this music. Avengers, such a beautiful theme. Movie, amazing, great way to bring all the characters together in a team and defeating Loki, one of the well-known Marvel Cinematic comic, this very iconic supervillain that always likes to trick people. Great way to start off a first Avengers movie. Very good. Got people hyped for oncoming movies, and it still is. That's all I have to say. Such a good movie. Number 3. Thor Ragnarok. Yes, I'm biased because there's Hulk is in this. And just, it's funny. I think the director did his job very, very well. The director, Taika Waititi, needs a lot more credit for this movie because it's so good. It's so good. I was just like, wow, such techno, like techno magical music, almost with the soundtrack too. It's just oh, this music fits well with the techie magical stuff because you have the gods of Asgard, but you have this planet that's very techie, and you put the song on. It's just so good. And I think Hulk in this movie, so amazing. Hulk in this movie is it is probably my favorite Hulk out of these movies. Hulk in this movie, such good character development, such good, Thor finally understanding, oh, he has just and the feelings for Tasha when he sees her, and like, oh my god, this movie was so good. It's definitely good. Thor, way better character development in the other movies that just happened. Just such good power, and introducing Valkyrie and then Loki back again, and just everything. And wow, and Hela too. Hela was amazing, badass. I'm gonna say she was badass in that movie. Try not to curse, but of course, amazing. Okay, enough talk because I only have like 10 minutes left. Okay, number 2. Everyone's probably gonna be upset at this. Avengers Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War Endgame. I think everyone expected this, if they know me, to have so many group of people in a shot. Even if they were not, so the actors weren't there, but they put them there. It's just such a hard job, and I feel, yes, the movie was long. The half was, it could have been better, but I don't think people give them as much credit as the movie. I think Avengers Endgame, basically it got robbed at the Oscars. It should have won for the effects. That's just my opinion, but it should have won for the effects. I know, yeah, it's longer. I know the movie had a long filming stuff, but Avengers Endgame, do you know how hard that is? Everyone, all those people in one area, and then also have to put those same people fighting. That's really hard. I feel that's really hard. Having Hulk be man and angry together, that was hard. I know a lot of people don't like Professor Hulk. They wished Hulk, but I feel like Hulk would have taken the show, kind of. I know this, like, yes, but he would have taken the show if Hulk raged out, and they need to focus on all these characters in the same battle scene, in the same area. They need to focus on Wanda, anger, Thanos, Gamora being confused with Star-Lord, just everything about it. The movie was incredible. Yes, the Force has a little bit slow. Yes, I agree, but they did it for a reason, because I think people didn't realize, but they're slowly hyping up, like, the big battles coming, but like, and it's cool how to see the process, and I think the creators are trying the hardest to speed it up, and the movement, I think, was good. Of course, seeing the old Avengers and everything was so good, and I know people got mad because they didn't get to see the original Hulk, but you kind of did. Hulk no likes stairs. He doesn't like stairs. Infinity War, great too. Sad, it was sad. Every time I watch that movie, I almost cry, or I like tear up, like, or I do cry. It's so amazing. I watch that movie a lot too, and I watch Endgame a lot too, and just, these are amazing, and I feel like they should just share a spot. You know, you can't, I know a lot of people say Endgame's better, and a lot of people say Infinity War. I feel Endgame's better because it's so hard process, and Avengers Endgame truly does have the best soundtrack, all of the movies as well. The soundtrack, it's like, I know a lot, I think it did, the reason why it did get robbed, because it should have won, or should at least be nominated for best soundtrack. Sorry guys for cutting myself off. My mom was yelling at me, telling it was time to go to dinner. So yeah. Yeah, just Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, beautiful movies, and I'll see you in the next video. Only 0.05 are actually subscribed, so hit that subscribe notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. And remember, Endgame did get robbed at the Oscars.